Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Gerald Kemp Field here at Medina Valley, where the Panthers are getting ready to take on the Southside Cardinals. Medina Valley with 2 games remaining in the season, this one and then next week against Eagle Pass win. Panthers undefeated in district play. They have a 23-2, 20 wins, 3 loss, 2 tie record, and undefeated in district. They've already won the district championship, so now they're just playing is basically warm-ups for the playoffs that start in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, Jared, exactly. Well, the key to tonight's game is just to do what you have been doing and don't get anybody hurt.
Right.
Use your pitching, don't overuse your pitching. And just like they did last game, is get some of these guys off the bench, get them some playing time. They did a really good job of that the last game against Legacy and getting the guys in the game, and especially the seniors. And this is parent night, and senior night, so best wishes to all the seniors. I know they've got a couple more games to go, where they've got this game and next Friday against Eagle Pass win, which will be over there. And, of course, they've, like you said, they've already secured district championships, so they will have playoffs coming up, too. So they've got a few more games if they get to go here, these seniors.
Yeah, and I'm going to go ahead and give you the lineups because with the Parents' Night and stuff, they're getting started, trying to get going here. So I'm going to give you the starting lineups, and we'll start with the visiting Southside Cardinals, and they'll lead it off with the third baseman, Eddie Villazana. The shortstop, Aiden Garcia, will bat second. The 3-hitter tonight is Paul Jaramillo playing catcher. Aaron Abrego is the cleanup batter playing first base. Luke Martinez will be on the hill batting fifth. The 6-hitter is the left fielder, Leo Sanchez. Achilles Sepulveda will bat seventh and be the DH. The right fielder tonight, Yosef Aguirre, will bat eighth. And the 9-hitter, Gabriel Benavides, will play center field. And the second baseman tonight is Jeremy Huizar, who is being DH for tonight. So again for the Cardinals, their top 3, Villazana third, Garcia short, Jaramillo catching. Middle 3, Abrego first, Martinez pitching, Sanchez left. And the bottom 3, Sepulveda the DH, Aguirre in right, and Benavides in center field. For the home Medina Valley Panthers and Coach Bobby Herb, they filled it out like this. They'll lead it off with the second baseman, Dusty Davis. The third baseman, Wesley Stevens, will bat second. 3-hitter tonight's the right fielder, Manny Ramirez. Warren Stevens will bat cleanup and be the DH. The catcher, J.D. Blair, will bat fifth. 6-hitter is the shortstop, Michael Newton. Ryan Marty will play first base and bat seventh. Jaden Krieger will bat eighth and play left field. And the center fielder tonight is Gavin Rips, batting in the number 9 spot. And the pitcher tonight is Noah Magallanes.
That's a tough one.
On the hill tonight. So again, for the Panthers, top 3, Davis second, Stevens third, Ramirez right. Middle 3, Stevens DH, Blair catching, and Newton at short. And the bottom 3 has Marty at first, Krieger in left, and Rips in center field with Magallanes on the hill for the Panthers. And we're going to go ahead and take a break and then come back with all the play-by-play. You're listening to Panther Baseball, brought to you by North Park Chevrolet and by Dotson House Moving and Construction, and we'll continue in just a moment.
Dotson House Moving and Construction is a 4th-generation company operated by the same family for over 75 years. We do turnkey work from moving your structure, setting the foundation, and all your construction needs. Aluminum decking, concrete work, canopies, and any other need to make your project operational. From moving to construction, large or small, Dotson House Moving and Construction does it all. Located at 12939 Southwest Loop 410 in San Antonio. Give us a call at 210-628-1459.
Right now at Chevrolet's 3-time Dealer of the Year, North Park Chevrolet. Get $15,000 off MSRP and 1.9% financing on new Silverado 1500 trucks, plus $2,250 in trade assistance cash, and $7,000 off MSRP on new Blazers. Lease a new Equinox for $299 with 0 down, or buy for $23,999. Get 2.1% financing on all new Traverses. Find new roads at North Park Chevrolet. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Have you ever been in a car accident? Was your car taken to a body shop? Or maybe an impound yard? Perhaps a major repair that's too costly. Even if this happened 2 years ago, Lone Star Towing is interested in buying all junk, wrecked, and abandoned vehicles. The process of getting you paid and that vehicle out of there is quick and easy. Call Lone Star Towing today at 210-777-0585.
How do I get rid of it?
Welcome back here to Gerald Kemp Field as Noah Magallanes is warming it up to his battery mate, J.D. Blair. Right side of the infield, Ryan Marty and Dusty Davis. On the left side, Michael Newton and Wesley Stevens. Into the Panther outfield, Gavin Rips is in center, flanked in right by Manny Ramirez, and in left by Jaden Krieger. For Southside, it's going to be Eddie Villazano, Aiden Garcia, and Paul Jaramillo due up. And Medina Valley beat Southside the first time there. We did that game, and Jaramillo went 4 for 4 in that ball game, if I remember right. He had a hit on just about every time up. He was their best hitter in the lineup, and I think if you're Magallanes here tonight, you want to keep people off base in front of him, because he's going to get his swings. He might get on base, but you don't want anyone on base that he can do damage and hurt you when he gets those hits.
Well, and I think Southside's going to come out swinging because they've got nothing to lose.
Exactly.
They're playing for pride right now. So right now, as far as district standings, Medina Valley at first place, 12-0. Southwest pretty handily in second place, 8-4. Now the battle is going to be between Eagle Pass Win, South San, and McCullum, all tied at 6-6 in district play, and just one game behind them is Harlandale at 5-7. So, and big game tonight is going to be McCullum and South San, both tied at 6-6, fighting for a spot for the playoffs.
Well, and that's the thing too, is you got to remember Southside is not technically eliminated yet. A loss here tonight, and they would be.
Yes.
It all depends on what other teams do in front of them, but they're mathematically still in the hunt for the playoffs. And the first pitch of the ball game is a strike called to Villazana, and it's 0-1. Villazana, a left-handed batter here for Southside.
Real quick, Jared, pregame sponsored by Lone Star Towing.
0-1 on the way, and he threw it over his head right at the backstop. It's a ball and a strike.
Landed right between you and I and against the fence. And speaking of against the fence, we have a different look for you tonight. We are videoing at ground level tonight. We're going to try that, see how that goes.
Into the windup, the 1-1 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Took a rip at a fastball and came up empty. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. Digs back up in there. Villazano waits the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. First strikeout of the ball game for Magallanes, and there's one away.
Magallanes showing a lot of velocity here tonight so far early in this game, Jared. Looks good at the first at-batter there.
That'll bring up Aiden Garcia. Right-handed batter will dig in. Nobody on. One away here. Top of the first, just underway. And pitch on the way. Just missed. Ball 1.
Overcast skies, and you have a breeze coming in from right field going over to left field. Pretty significant breeze. I'd say 10, 15 miles an hour. And, of course, the higher you go, the stronger it is.
There's a swing and a foul tip off the mask of J.D. Blair, the catcher, and it's 1-1.
Boy, that had some velocity on it. Looking good so far.
Home plate umpire going to take the baseball out and kind of give Blair some time to shake that off, because even though you got that mask and helmet on, I can tell you from experience that does not feel good.
No, right now Blair's got some little birdies flying around his head. Jared, it's been a while since we did a game together, probably a couple weeks.
Yep.
It's a shame when life gets in the way,
Yep, about 3 weeks, I think. The last one I did with Johnny Guzman, you did a couple with him before that.
Got the A-team back tonight.
Good crowd on hand as always here. The outfield's full, 2 rows deep.
They're giving Blair a little bit more extra time here. It looks like he'll be all right.
I mean, that was a fastball that was fouled off and went, it was off the top corner of his mask up there.
Yeah, it was.
Ready for the 1-1. Pitch on the way to Garcia is outside, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Two-one, swinging a foul back to the screen, and that'll level things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2 here as Garcia digs back in. Jaramillo waiting on deck. Nobody on, 1 out, just underway. The 2-2. Curveball hit on the ground to short. Newton fields it on a couple of hops. Throws on the run. It's dug out by Marty on the back end, and there's 2 away. Had him out in front of that breaking ball. All he was able to do was roll over it to short. Good play in the field, and there's 2 away, and it'll bring up Paul Jaramillo with nobody on and 2 away. Jaramillo, the right-hand hitting catcher, digs in against Magallanes. And the first pitch to Jaramillo on the way is down in the dirt for a ball, 1-0.
And Jared also have games going on in softball, but softball finishes tonight. So their season will end tonight. Medina Valley taking on the Eagle Pass win.
Ready for the 1-0. Here it comes. Swings and bounces one to short. Newton makes a good play from his knees, throws, and it gets past Marty. Throw down to second. In time. Did he get him?
Got him.
He is out. So Marty probably saves an error. That'll be an infield single and then an out at second base as that goes 6-3-4 for the putout.
Great play by Newton. Jared running to his left and diving for the ball to knock it down. Would have been a solid base hit up the middle, but some of the ball, but couldn't get the throw quite over to first base. Nonetheless, to get the out, him trying to move over to second base.
Yep, and so the side's retired. They get no runs on a hit, but nobody left on, and they'll go to the bottom of the first. No score here at Gerald Kemp Field. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in just a moment.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
There's power in the simplest of actions. Like one neighbor helping another. Where everybody looks out for everybody else. Community is everything at Medina Electric Cooperative, and we're grateful for your trust. To provide the energy you need, giving you the power to power on. Medina Electric Cooperative is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, your source for power and information.
Back here at Gerald Kemp Field as we go to the bottom of the first inning, and Luke Martinez for the Cardinals warming it up to his battery mate Paul Jaramillo. Right side of their infield is Aaron Abrego and Jeremy Huizar. On the left side, Aiden Garcia and Eddie Villazana into their outfield. Gabriel Benavides in center, flanked in right by Yosef Aguirre, and in left by Leo Sanchez. For the Panthers, it'll be Davis, Stevens, and then Ramirez due up here in the bottom half of the first inning. A quick 1-2-3 first for Magallanes, and a good start for him on the hill. We'll see if the Panthers can give him a lead to work with.
Leading off for the Panthers, number 10, Dusty Davis.
So Davis will stand in here. Leading off the ball game for the Panthers, Luke Martinez ready to work for Southside. They're wearing their red jerseys with the black pants tonight and the white ball cap. Medina Valley in their home whites, as always, with the barred black across the front and white letter Panthers. And the first pitch from Martinez is down for a ball, and it's 1-0. Tight strike zone for this umpire here so far this evening. Pitch is right on the corner, not getting called. Both ways. 1-0, low for a ball, 2-0. Here comes the 2-0. Inside, and it's 3 balls and no strikes to Davis.
Davis should be watching one here, right? Let one go. See if he can draw the walk. Good opportunity for the Panthers to get the leadoff runner on.
Davis waits on the 3-0. Here's the pitch. That's through there for a strike over the outside corner. And 3-1. Martinez into the windup. Here comes the pitch. That's over the outside corner. Same pitch he just threw, and it's 3-2.
Not a bad pitch.
So Davis waiting on the payoff. Here it comes. That's inside, and he walked him. So a leadoff walk to Dusty Davis, and there's one aboard with nobody out. That'll bring up Wesley Stevens.
Now batting number 1, Wesley Stevens.
Stevens with a runner at first and nobody out.
Stevens having a good game against Legacy, going 3 for 3. Part of that 13 or 14 run game the Panthers had on that 10-run rule game last week.
Stevens ready, pitch on the way. Just missed high, 1-0.
The curveball that stayed up high.
I think that's his fastball, Dwayne.
Is it a little bit of movement? He's got some movement.
He's got movement on the fastball, but he
got
doesn't throw hard, so it looks like, I think it looks that way.
It's got that 2-seam movement.
Yeah, like there was the fastball, and that's foul out of play, and it's 1-1. But yeah, he does have some 2-seam movement back towards the plate and a little sink action on it, but he doesn't throw that hard, so it looks like a changeup out of his hand almost.
Davis with a decent lead over at first.
Pitch on the way. Swings and fouls it off, and that was the curveball.
Yeah, it was a curveball. That ball is hard to see in this overcast twilight time.
So a ball and 2 strikes now on Stevens. Like to get him on. Ramirez has been red hot with the bat lately. Last game he was a home run shy of the cycle, and that curveball misses outside 2-2.
Yeah, he's had a good season this year, definitely. Great way to finish your senior season, really helping out the team.
That's down the dirt, and it gets away from the catcher. Davis will move over to second base on the wild pitch, and the count is now 3 balls, 2 strikes to Stevens. Martinez comes set and checks on the runner at second. Pitch on the way. That's outside, and he walked him. So back-to-back walks. And there's first and second with nobody out, and it'll bring up Manny Ramirez.
Both batters ran the count to full, ended up with the base on balls.
Next up, number 11, Manny Ramirez.
It's a good job sitting back, not being overly aggressive.
No, and you got a pitcher who's been wild, had a hard time finding the strike zone. I know sometimes Coach Herb likes to play small ball. This is not the place to do it.
No.
Not with your 2 leadoff men aboard and one of your better hitters in the lineup up now.
Well, you definitely want to swing in the back because, like you say, this is like a tune-up for the playoffs. You want to see what you got. Had a car with the lights on in the outfield. It's the only disadvantage of parking in the outfield for these night games. I guess it depends who's up to bat, huh?
Yeah. So Ramirez ready. Martinez set. Here's the pitch. Outside. Good pick out there by Jaramillo to keep that ball from going past him.
When Jaramillo misses outside, he misses outside.
So 1-0 to Ramirez. Here's the 1-0. Chop foul up the third base line. It'll be a ball and a strike. So 1-1. Wind blowing slightly out to left here. Time asked for by the catcher. He wants to go out and talk.
Jerry, we were talking about the girls softball team earlier. Right now they're playing over at Eagle Pass. In that area over there, McCullum's in first at 10-3. Southside also in first 10-3, and Southwest is also first 10-3. So you got 3 teams tied for first place, and then you have Medina Valley 9-4, just 1 game back. So big game for Medina Valley. They can crawl into the tie for first place over there.
1-1 to Ramirez. Outside, 2-1. Two on, nobody out. Runners take their leads. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swings and hits one on the ground to second. They'll flip it to short, fire to first. Can't pick it up on the back end. Davis is going to come home to score, and it's 1-0 Medina Valley. So it's a fielder's choice that goes 4-6. It's an errant throw it's an error on the shortstop on the throw to first because it allows the runner to score. And it's 1-0 Medina Valley.
That's the beauty of getting the leadoff batter on, Jared. You can move him around. Even though you hit some ground balls, he gets him able to score and take the lead right away here in the first inning.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and there's a foul out of play by Stevens. 0-1.
Take advantage of those walks.
There's a curveball in there for a strike. Runner was going. The throw down. Got him. Ramirez. What a throw by Jaramillo. I mean, that was right over the bag to the glove at second. I mean, he didn't even have to move to tag him.
It needed a perfect throw because he threw a breaking pitch there, so it's bought him the runner a little extra time, but a perfect throw gets the out.
And now it's 0-2 to Stevens. Curveball called. Oh, my God. Yeah, call strike 3. Just a long delayed call by the umpire there. I thought he wasn't going to give that a strike. So Stevens strikes out looking to end the inning. If the Panthers do get a run on no hits and error mixed in, and they leave nobody on base. And so we'll go to the second inning, 1-0 Medina Valley. You're listening to Panther Baseball, brought to you by North Park Chevrolet, and we'll continue in just a moment.
Bush's Chicken, one of the oldest locations in Castroville, is proud to serve the Medina Valley area. Bush's Chicken has one goal: be the best. Bush's Chicken knows its success comes from loyal customers in the communities they serve. Stop by Bush's Chicken on Tuesday and get the Tender Tuesday deal, or try their buffalo fries and ask about their Panther special. It's always a hit. Bush's Chicken, 935 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call them at 830-538-2800.
Texas, 268,000 square miles and then some. Twice as much elbow room as California. There's just no place like Texas. and you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Back here at Gerald Kemp Field as we go to the second inning. Magallanes warming it up for the second. He will face Aaron Abrego, Luke Martinez, and Leo Sanchez in the second inning. His team gave him a 1-0 lead. We'll see how he can pitch to protect that lead. Blair was in the on-deck circle there. It took him a while to get back out here for the inning.
Yeah, a lot of gear he's got to put on.
Yep.
Plus, he may still be a little rattled for that foul ball off his helmet there.
Yeah, he's usually, I mean, if you're in the on-deck circle, you've got shin guards on. It's just chest protector
With 2
and
outs,
helmet.
he should be.
Yeah. He didn't even get to take the throw down. So Magallanes ready to work to Abrego. And his first pitch on the way is low for a ball, 1-0.
That was right at the knees. Didn't get the call.
Didn't get much better than that. Ready for the 1-0. Here it comes. There's a swing and a foul back into the screen, and it's a ball and a strike. One on the way. That's outside. 2 balls and a strike. Abrego ready. Right-hand batter. 2-1. Inside. 3 balls and a strike. Blair gives the sign out. Magallanes ready. And a 3-1. Strike called. Abrego thought he had a walk.
Well, it took him forever to call that
pitch.
pitch.
It's taking him a long time to make
He thought
calls.
about that for a little while before he finally decided it was going to be a strike.
Well, that's why we didn't know that third strike to Stevens was a strike, because he didn't make any movement. Ready for the payoff. Kicks and delivers, and he bounced it up there and he walked him. So a leadoff walk to Abrego. That's the first walk issued by Magallanes in the ball game. And it'll bring up the pitcher, Luke Martinez. Martinez will bat here with a runner at first and nobody out. Martinez gave up an unearned run in the bottom of the first. Taylor made double play ball that turned into an error and a run scored. And the first pitch on the way is a strike called. Good fastball.
There was a no doubter there, Jared, right down the middle with a lot of velocity.
Like to see if you can get him to roll over one and get a double play ball here. Clean up this inning. Ready for the 0-1. Kicks and brings it. Ooh. Low, a ball, 1-1. I mean, that's right at the knees. And as a pitcher, when you don't get that strike called right at the knees like that, that makes it tough.
It does make it tough, and it kind of messes with your mind, too, a little bit, because you got to try to keep it up. Now you're worried about your pitches.
Ready for the 1-1. There's a swing and a shot on the ground to short. Off of Newton's glove and into left field. That's going to go as an E6. And they have runners at first and second with nobody out.
Newton made a mistake there. I mean, there's no doubt about it. He tried to backhand that ball. Didn't have to. All he had to do was take another step over, and he would have fielded it cleanly, I think.
Yep. I think he was trying to keep the position for the double play.
Yeah.
But, I mean, take that extra step. You've got a guy that was running that's probably not a very fast runner.
It's all right. Lessons
You had your
learned there.
time, but, you know, now you pitch around it.
Yep, lessons learned there.
This is Leo Sanchez. Right-hand batter, squares to bunt. Bunts it foul.
It's a foul ball.
That's got to be a foul ball. I watched it hit the bat. He bunted it foul.
It was definitely off the bat. You could hear it.
They're not saying it was a foul ball.
So the runners are going to move over to second and third and consider it a pass ball.
I mean, we got the best seat in the house for that. The ball hit the bat.
Absolutely. Didn't get the call, though. 2 runners in scoring position.
The 0-1 on the way is low for a ball, 1-1. This umpire strike zone's awful. Ready for the 1-1. 2 on, nobody out. There's a swing and a fly ball to right. Ramirez going back on it. Under it, makes the catch.
Runner tags.
Runner tags up and comes in to score, so it'll be a sac fly, and we're tied at 1. RBI for Sanchez. There's 1 away, but the runner at second tagged up and moved to third also. And so he's at third with less than 2 outs. And this will be Achilles Sepulveda.
We'll see if the Cardinals try to bunt this runner in here.
Magallanes works from the windup with a runner at third. That pitch was low for a ball, 1-0.
He does square around. I think they had a safety squeeze on there, try to get that second run across.
Ball and no strikes. Pitch on the way, squares to bunt, takes a ball outside, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Pitch on the way, squares to bunt, low and outside, 3-0. So Magallanes, who was sharp in that first inning, kind of a little bit outside of the strike zone here in the second.
Well, again, you don't get the calls.
Yep.
Kind of messes with your mind.
Yep.
Especially if you know those pitches are good. You know, you start thinking, what do I need to do here?
Squares to bunt, and
Fake
3-0.
bunt. Yeah, fake bunt on 3-0.
And he walked him.
Didn't get the call again.
Second walk of the inning.
That was a fake bunt all the way. Now they have runners in first and third. Now the Panthers got to try to do a defensive move here. So Coach Herb will come out and they'll talk some strategy here.
Well, and he probably wants to settle his pitcher down
that
a
too.
little bit here.
That
I mean,
too.
that's
You're
the
going to
main
settle the pitcher
thing.
down, and then you're going to try to defense against the double steal here.
Well, and you've got some things go against you. The foul ball on the bunt that wasn't called a foul ball that allowed the runners to move up. That doesn't happen. It's still 1-0. You know, you've had a couple of pitches right at the knees that were called balls that probably should have been strikes. Some outside corner calls that didn't go your way. I mean, you almost got to wonder if he's got to throw it into a soup can for it to be a strike.
Well, let's see if they do something here with a double steal.
First and third with 1 away.
Not a big lead over at first. Magallanes checks on him.
Squares to bunt. Third baseman charges. Still holding that bunt. Pulls back, takes a strike. 0-1. I mean, if you're going to bunt like that, you don't want to show bunt that early.
No,
I don't think he was going to at all.
That was a fake bunt all the way. They were doing the opposite, seeing what the Panthers were doing for defense.
Ready for the 0-1. Shows bunt again, kicks and brings it, bunts it, foul in the air, back behind the screen. And it's 0-2.
Another foot, and I would have had that one, Jared.
Yeah.
Would have been like banana ball. Would have been called out. The banana ball, the fans catch a foul ball, you're out. Let's see if they try to lay one down here again.
They shouldn't with 2 strikes.
Runner
goes, step off, throw it.
Nobody. Wow.
He did the right thing by stepping off, but he didn't turn and throw it to second in time.
They did an early steal and try to get the
Well, they tried to get him to balk.
Yeah, try to get the pitcher to balk. But when he stepped off, tried to throw to second, there was nobody there. Nobody there to catch the ball. Shortstop and second baseman were sleeping.
Ready for the 0-2. Called strike 3. Punched him out. That's a big strikeout for Magallanes because now there's 2 away. And Magallanes can get out of this with the 9-hitter Gabriel Benavides trying to strand 2 runners in scoring position here. And Southside, one of these teams that's 4-8 in the district, they need to score while they have the opportunities because they might not come that often. Down in the dirt, 1-0.
Yeah, absolutely, Jared.
And if you can squash that threat right now, if you're the Panthers and you can get out of this, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt their confidence.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is a big at bat here. Both pitcher and batter.
Ready for the 1-0. It's on the way. Swing and a miss at a high strike, and he throws it in the left field, does Blair. That's going to allow the run to score, and then it gets past the left fielder, but they do hold the runner at third, so that's an E2. And so here's the thing, Dwayne, is I understand you're throwing behind the runner, but there's 2 outs.
Well, Blair got baited.
Yep.
Because he was taking a huge lead over there, and he tried to force that throw to third base and threw it into left field.
Yep, and the thing is that, you got 2 outs. Let your pitcher work. You got the number 9 hitter in the lineup up. Just take care of the batter. Ready for the 1-1. It's a called strike there. He got a corner call.
2 runs on the board for the Cardinals now, Jared. None of them were earned, really.
No. Well, the first one was. That one wasn't. Because they had walk, sack, fly, and you had the pass ball or the wild pitch, which is on the pitcher. 1-2, popped him up. Right side of the infield, Davis under it, makes the catch, and the side has been retired. But they get a pair on no hits, 2 walks, 2 errors mixed in, and they leave 1 on base. And so we'll go to the bottom of the second, 2-1 Southside. You're listening to Panther Baseball, brought to you by Dotson House Moving and Construction, and we'll continue in a moment.
We are changing the downtown skyline with beautiful and innovative buildings. As well as working with local universities, we are revolutionizing academic sports with cutting-edge and high-tech electrical solutions. Join us as we light up the future one project at a time. Big State Electric, competence and quality since 1966. Supporting San Antonio, Austin, Houston, and the Gulf Coast region.
Like you, we love calling this home. Castroville State Bank has been serving the Medina Valley area for over 63 years by providing the best financial products, modern technology, and customer service. Not only are we the local bank you can rely on for all your financial needs, but we are also your neighbors, giving back to the community we grew up in and love. Come home to Castroville State Bank.
Welcome back to Gerald Kemp Field as we go to the bottom of the second inning. For the Panthers, it'll be J.D. Blair, Michael Newton, and Ryan Marty due up here. And that comes inside to Blair. It hit him. And he'll get his base. So Blair's been hit by a pitch, hit by a foul ball.
He's got birds flying around them again.
And that'll bring up Michael Newton.
Runner number 13, Noah Gavidale.
Noah Gavidale will be the courtesy runner at first base for the catcher. And Michael Newton will step in. Newton's had a hot bat of late as well. Been hitting the ball well this second half of the season especially.
Now batting number 14, Michael Newton.
Runner at first base with nobody out. You're in a 2-1 ball game. Southside's put up 2 runs, hasn't even gotten a hit.
No.
That's the sad part about it. Errors mixed in there. There's a swing and a foul back to the screen, and it's 0-1.
See the Panthers have anything moving here with the steal here or hit and run. Coach Herb barking out some numbers here. He's down the third base line. Coach Bippert down the first base line.
Squares to bunt. Pulls back. Takes a ball, 1-1.
Good take. Ball was way outside.
Bunts it in front of the plate. Jaramillo dives. He can't make the catch. It's a foul ball.
Tough ball to bunt. There was a curveball that was breaking down into the dirt, and he bunted at it, and where the spin was, kind of popped it up, and catcher dove for it. Almost came up with that for the out.
So now it's 1-2 to Newton. He should be swinging away.
Yeah, should be swinging away here.
Gavidale takes his lead over at first. He takes off, swinging a foul over to the screen, and it's nothing. Still 1-2.
Gavidale with a good jump over at first base. Would have been there no problem. But Newton had to be swinging on that strike there. Fouled it off. Do it all over again.
Steps off, looks the runner back to first. One, two on the way. That's outside, 2-2.
Wow. That was close. We get the benefit of call that time. Or no call.
That's one of those that's been not called all night that probably should be, but 2-2. Swings and hits one on the ground to second. Second baseman has to charge. Only plays it first for the out. There's one away. He does move the runner up to second. So it works as good as the bunt.
Yep.
And it'll bring up Ryan Marty.
Again, that's the benefit of getting your leadoff batter on base. And now he's in scoring position with one of your big hitters up to bat.
So Marty will stand in with a runner at second, one away. Martinez steps off and looks Gavidale back. Pitch on the way, and he throws that to the backstop, and that's going to allow Gavidale to get to third.
That was way outside. That was even outside of the left-hander's batter's box.
Looked like Rick Vaughn.
Now fly ball, pass ball, anything like that. Ground ball to infield gets a run in for the Panthers.
Here's the 1-0. Called strike. That's a pitch. He called that the other way. That's that pitch at the knees that hasn't been called all night.
That was
there. He gave it to him.
That was not at the knees, Jared. That was below the knees.
1-1. Down low, 2-1.
Wow.
2-1 on the way. Swings and bounces one to third. Foul.
Ooh.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That would have been.
I mean,
if that had been fair, Gavadale may have been tagged out.
That's
the last place you want a ball hit when you have a runner on third. Right at the base, right in front of Gavadale.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Took a cut and missed at a curveball. Had him out in front. And a big strikeout there. Now there's 2 away. Second strikeout for Martinez in the ball game. It'll bring up Jaden Krieger.
Yeah, now you've got to, get that run in. You've got a little bit more needs to happen now. You can't take advantage of a sacrifice fly.
So Krieger bounces one to short. Shortstop plays it off his glove. It's into left field, and that's a base hit. Well, that'll probably be an error. But nonetheless, it's 2-2 as the run comes across to tie it up. That's got to go as an E6. I mean, he's got to make that play. I mean, the ball bounces. His glove gets on it. Kind of healed it. If he makes that play, at least he's got to throw to first and a chance to get the out. And now Rips will bat here, and he swings and fouls it off to the screen, and it's 0-1.
That's what they needed to happen, something like that. Get that run across.
Well, another error. I mean, that's 5 errors in the ball game for between both clubs. 0-1. Swings and bounces one just foul up the third base line. And it's 0-2 to Rips. Jaramillo out talking to Martinez.
May have gotten their signals crossed on that last pitch there.
Yeah. Martinez comes set, checks the runner at first. 0-2, popped him up on the infield, right side. First baseman under it. Abrego makes the catch, and the side is retired. But the Panthers get 1 run on no hits, an error mixed in, hit by pitch, and they leave 1 on base. And so we'll go to the third inning, 2-2 your score. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in a moment.
Nobody can design, create, or maintain your lawn better than 3D Landscaping and Irrigation. With over 17 years of experience, owner Ray Doyen and his crew take pride in their craftsmanship and service. They're fully insured, offer free estimates, and multiple references, so you know you're getting the best. 3D does landscaping, lawn maintenance, irrigation, tree installation, lighting, and more. Whether it's residential or commercial, 3D Landscaping and Irrigation has you covered. Give 3D a call at 830-985-9115 or find us online at threedlandscaping.com.
Call State Farm agent Hazel Russell in Castroville at 830-931-3441.
Welcome back to Gerald Kemp Field as we go to the third inning. Magallanes warming it up here for the third. He will be facing the top of the order. Villazana, Garcia, and Jaramillo due up. Villazana stands in 0 for 1. He struck out his only time in. Leading off here in the third. And the first pitch of the inning on the way is up and outside for a ball, 1-0. Villazana, the only left-hand batter in either lineup this evening. There's a swing and a miss. And it's 1-1.
Good pitch from Magallanes there. Just getting it past him.
When he blew him away with the fastball in his first at bat, he was late every time. 1-1 on the way. Curveball, high, 2-1. Into the windup, 2-1 on the way, down low, 3 balls and a strike.
Something bad so far from Magianis so far is he's getting deep in the count, throwing a lot of balls.
He had 2 walks in that last inning. Now he's behind 3-1 to Villazzana. Down low, and he walked him. Third walk issued by Magallanes in the ball game, and now it'll bring up Aiden Garcia. Garcia grounded out to short his only time in.
And let's see if the Cardinals play small ball here. They did last time. They had a runner on first, or at least a leadoff runner on first, to try to get him moved over with the bunt.
Squares to bunt, showing bunt early. Pulls back, takes a ball, 1-0. Ready for the 1-0. Magallanes ready, comes set at the belt. Shows bunt, throws low, 2-0. Coach Herb coming out to talk. I mean, he might see something mechanical here as Magallanes is just struggling finding the strike zone these last couple innings.
Yeah, he is struggling a little bit, Jared, and that's a good timeout by Coach Herb. Not waiting to the end of the batter. Go ahead and do it now, mid at bat. Talk to him to try to settle him down. I mean, let our defense play defense. You know, it's probably telling Magallanes, just throw some strikes. If he's going to bunt it, let it bunt it.
Yeah, well, I think he saw something mechanical that he's doing out there. I saw him, gesturing, doing some things. I'd have a feeling it's what – and usually that is what it is. Most of his pitches are either missing low or up and in that right-hand batter's box. So it's 2-0 here to Garcia. Shows the bunt. Pulls back, swings and fouls it back over the screen, and it's 2-1.
The old fake bunt and hit.
Usually the idea of that is to draw your corner infielders in and then slap it past them.
Well, look, he may bunt here now. They're going to hold, thinking he's going to swing away, making an opportunity for the Cardinals to bunt and move their runner over.
Ready for the 2-1. Kicks and delivers, squares to bunt, bunts it right back to the pitcher. He's going to turn it to 2, gets the out there. So it goes 1-4 for the force out, the fielder's choice. Not able to throw to first for the
called him safe.
Other out. He called him. I thought he called him out.
He's staying, unless the coach told him to stay.
Yeah,
there.
no, the coach told him to stay. They're trying to say he pulled him off the bag with the throw.
No, it was a good stretch over there by Davis.
They want to go talk to him, and Davis made the stretch.
Didn't look like he pulled, at least from this angle.
And he is out.
He is
so
out.
fielder's choice goes 1-4. Now, if that throw from Magallanes is over the bag more, they got a shot at the double play, but you got the lead runner, and that's the main thing, is get you an out.
Yep. And that's smart by the pitcher there, knowing that he had a chance to get the lead runner off and threw a good throw.
Well, it was almost just a comebacker. I mean, he bunted it right back to him.
Opportunity to get that lead runner. Not a great throw, but he got the out.
Now this is Jaramillo who fouls it off into the screen. Jaramillo reached on an error and was thrown out trying to extend it to second base his first time up. 0 for 1 in the ball game. Runner at first with 1 away. A 2-2 game here. Throw over to first, not close. Magallanes checks that runner, comes set at the belt. Throw over to first, not close. Garcia got back in there diving easily. Marty not even trying to apply the tag those last two throws.
He's got a good lead right now.
0-1, runner goes. Swings and hits one into right field. They did the hit and run to perfection. Runner goes first to third. There's runners on the corners with one away.
It's a first base hit, right, Jared?
It's a first base hit for either team in the ball game.
Good piece of hitting there by Jaramillo. The pitch was outside, took to go with the pitch, hit it between first and second base. Gets the runner moved all the way over to third base, and she was stealing.
You're going to get a courtesy runner for the catcher, Jaramillo.
Now runners at first and third. We'll see what they have on here. Panthers going to have to try to defense the double steal here. Last time they bunted in this situation, I believe.
Yeah, but this is your cleanup hitter. You know, you never know. Kicks and brings it. And there's a bouncer towards second. High hop. Throws the second one to first. Double play.
What a play.
4-6-3 double play to end the inning, and the ball game remains tied as Magallanes gets out of that jam. And what a play by Davis. I mean, that was a high hopper, and you thought he didn't have a chance at him at second base, and he managed to get him. The good relay throw back from Newton to first base, and they retire the side. No runs on a hit, a walk, and they leave one on base. And so we'll go to the bottom of the third. Still 2-2.
Your financial partner since 1925. The best bank possible to the families and businesses of South Texas. Check out Security State Bank's competitive rates and services from local people you know and trust. Serving South Texas with 7 convenient locations, including 1726 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call 830-538-9898 or online at securitystbk.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Rusty Rooster at 806 Highway 90 West in Castroville is the place to stop on your way home from work or to drop by on the weekend to grab some beverages without ever leaving your truck. Rusty Rooster, the place in Castroville for quenching your thirst from sun up to sundown. Drive through today. Fast, convenient. That's Rusty Rooster, 806 Highway 90 West in Castroville. After all, anything goes till the rooster crows.
Back here at Gerald Kemp Field as we go to the bottom of the third inning. It'll be the top of the order due up. It'll be Davis, Stevens, and Ramirez to face Luke Martinez. 2-2 ball game. A big play by Magallanes getting that double play ball to end that inning. He had runners on the corners with one away. Get the double play to end the inning, and it keeps this a tie ball game.
And that was a bang-bang play, no hesitation. Got the double play and got out of the inning. Big defensive play there.
Yeah, and a great play by Davis to turn that.
It was. It was a high chopper.
Yeah, and, you know, he was moving away from the bag at second and turned and fired it to Newton, and Newton made a good throw back to first. Just a good defensive play that time. Now Davis will stand in with the bat, and he bounces one to third. Has to jump, long throw, and he sails it into the fence, and Davis is going to head down to second.
He may go 3.
No, he's going to stop there. So it's going to be a error.
E5.
That's an E5.
Yeah. Bad throw. Way over his head. First baseman didn't even attempt at it.
Oh, no, he couldn't have caught that with a pecan thrasher. I mean, when he let go of it, you could see it was, you know, it just got away from him. 2-base error, and the Panthers have a runner at second with nobody out.
Well, in the last third inning in a row, the Panthers get the leadoff runner on.
That'll bring up Wesley Stevens, who walked his only time in. And Abrego knew it. He just turned to go to the fence. He knew he didn't have a chance for it.
No.
Outside, ball 1. 1-0. Swings and hits one up the middle into center field for a base hit. They're going to wave Davis home. Here come, no, he's put on the brakes, and it's a good thing he did. But the throw home allows the runner to go first to second. So it's a single. He goes to second on the throw home. There's second and third with nobody out.
Panthers.
And it's a good thing that he put on the brakes at the last minute because he'd have been out at home if he wouldn't have.
It would have been a close play. And I believe that's the Panthers' first base hit. Is that correct? Panthers in a good situation here. Nobody out. Runners at second and third. And a hot hitter, Manny Ramirez, up to the plate.
Yeah, he bounced into a fielder's choice his only time in.
Pitching change?
No, there's lights on in the right field.
Yeah, the coach is still out on the mound talking to his pitcher. And only his pitcher.
Yep.
If you're listening out in right field, your lights are on. Oh, you're backing out. You're good.
Maybe, but they're not going to play until those lights are gone. Yeah, there we go.
Actually, that's in benefit of the defensive team, really.
Well, and the home plate umpire went out to break up the powwow on the mound. And this will be Ramirez.
Good opportunity for Panthers to scratch off a couple of runs here.
Yep, he'll stand in here with nobody out. Runners at second and third. His team in a tie ball game here in the bottom of the third. Right-hander waits. Martinez from the windup. Outside a ball with the breaking ball. It's 1-0. There's a swing and a shot. Foul down the right field line. It's 1-1.
A liner down the right field line over first base. Just foul. Easily was scored 2 runs there.
One on the way. Swing and a miss. That pitch was down and in.
A little bit too aggressive there, Ramirez was. Swung at a pitch, it wasn't a strike.
One, two, and he takes outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Curveball that broke out of the strike zone. Good take by Ramirez. Even the count at 2-2.
Tough pitch to recognize out of his hand. It looks like a fastball and then breaks off. There's a swing and a bouncer foul up the third base line. He'll stay alive and do it again at 2-2.
Martinez on the mound. He has a lot of action when he pitches from the windup. A lot of rotation.
Yeah. Into the 2-2. Swings and hits one down the right field line. That's going to be a foul ball.
Wow, that was just foul. I mean, by inches.
Yeah, slices foul. That would have got a pair home.
I was hoping for some chalk to fly up there.
We'll do it again at 2-2. That's twice he's tried to go down that right field line, and it just went foul.
Hanging in there, making the pitcher throw a lot of pitches to him.
Ready for the 2-2 into the windup. Here it comes. High 3-2. Good take there.
Good take. You bet.
That's an easy pitch to try to be lured into swinging
absolutely.
At. High fastball up around your eyes. Ready for the payoff. Second and third, nobody out. Here's the pitch. High, and he walked him. So the bases are loaded.
Nope, that's going to be it.
With nobody out, and that's going to be it for Martinez.
Coach coming out to the mound, a second visit. You're going to have to make us change here. It looks like he's going to ask for someone to come from out of the dugout. Let's see, we get a number. It's number 4. Let's see where he goes. I think it's going to be a straight switch here. That's going to be Achilles Sepulveda, the designated hitter, is going to go to the mound now.
And he's going to inherit the bases loaded with nobody out.
Tough situation.
That is a tough situation to come in, and he's going to be facing the cleanup hitter for the Panthers, Warren Stevens.
It's a good time to talk about the Magnolia Filling Station, Jared. The Magnolia Filling Station features a daily dark roast and a Fiorella blend medium roast drip coffee. Lattes, iced lattes, cold brews, chai lattes, mochas, teas, and lemonades. Daily made from scratch pastries, muffins, cookies, cupcakes, and banana bread, just to name a few. A variety of sandwiches to include ham, turkey, Italian, and pimento cheese. And they have protein lunch boxes, English muffin breakfast sandwiches, and fresh fruit parfaits. Sit outside under the patio, enjoy the historic downtown Castroville atmosphere, or sit inside and visit with the friendly baristas and locals. Located at 1101 Fiorella Street in beautiful downtown Castroville. I wonder if they have Fiorella Friday tonight, I wonder. Seems like we always miss out on that because of the ball games.
Yep.
But thanks to the Magnolia Filling Station for sponsoring Panther baseball and all of Panther athletics so far this year. Speaking of Panther athletics, I understand the track teams did quite well. I think both teams took district, boys and girls, and did very well in the area competition.
Yeah.
As the school calendar year comes to a close, track team doing well, baseball doing well, softball team looking like they have a position in the playoffs. Don't know what that is yet, but coming on strong here towards the end of the season. Had a rough start, but finishing strong.
Number 7, Warren Stevens.
So Warren Stevens will come in to face Sepulveda.
Stevens also having a good night last week along with his brother. He went 2 for 2, and his brother went 3 for 3. So Stevens' boys hitting the ball well the last couple of games.
Well, and Wesley already had a walk and a single. He's on base now. That pitch misses outside, 1-0. Ready for the 1-0. Swings and pops it up on the infield, right side. Infield fly rule is called. And there's one away.
Still in good shape. Kind of wish that ball would have drifted in the outfield a little bit so the runner can tag up. They only have one out here, so still a good opportunity to get some runs in.
Panthers, number 9, J.D. Blair.
That'll bring up J.D. Blair. Blair was hit by a pitch his first time. He lines one into left field for a base hit. So it'll go station to station. A run scores on the RBI single. Base is still loaded with one out. It's 3-2 Medina Valley.
Blair smoked that ball in the left field. Liner out there, no doubt. The only bad thing about it was hit so hard, he one hopped the left fielder and unable to get 2 runs to score.
Yeah.
Only got 1 across the plate there, but still have the bases loaded.
He'll bring up Michael Newton. He grounded out to second his only time in. He's 0 for 1 in the ball game. Panthers with opportunity here to push some runs across and kind of bust this ball game open. Pitch on the way is outside, ball 1.
Yeah, you're right, Jared. Good opportunity to bust the game open here. Panthers have all they could get right now from the Cardinals, really staying in there with Panthers so far in the game.
1-0 on the way. Down low, 2-0, throw down to first, and Gavidel, the courtesy runner, gets back in safely. What? Ready for the 2-0. Here it comes. Down and out. 3 balls, no strikes to Newton. No place to put him in a 3-0 count.
3-0 count. He's got to serve one up here. Don't wonder if he gets the green light or not. Probably not.
That's a strike through there. I mean, you got to take all the way.
He did serve that one up.
There's a line drive into right field. That's a base hit. That's only going to get one run home again as they just put a quarter in the merry-go-round, and it's 4-2, an RBI single for Newton.
Is that all you get is one run on a merry-go-round quarter?
Yep.
Now batting for the Panthers, number 5, Brian Marty.
What if you put 50 cents in, Jared? What do you get out of that? 2?
You don't get anything. You lose your extra quarter. There's a ball outside to Marty. Marty struck out, swinging his only time in.
Yeah, Marty looking for some redemption here. Good opportunity with bases loaded.
4-2, Medina Valley with the lead. They pushed across 2 in the inning. There's one out, and that's a ball, 2-0.
Break this game open one run at a time, Jared. Keep putting the quarters in.
Yes. 2-0. Low, 3-0.
Wow. Still only one out.
There's a strike through there, and it's 3-1.
It's all right.
Three one on the way. Swings and there's
through.
A shot in the left field for a base hit. One run again, just an RBI single, but they keep on with the base hits. That's 3 straight hits in a row.
Hey, you're going to run out of quarters, Jared. That's exactly how it's working.
5-2 now the score.
Next up for the Panthers, number 15, Jaden Krieger.
That'll bring up Krieger.
Krieger helping his own cause last week. 2 doubles and 3 RBIs in that win against Legacy.
That's low a ball, 1-0.
Good take on the curveball by Krieger.
Krieger reached on an E6, his only time in. He's 0 for 1. There's a swing and a high pop-up right side in the infield. Makes the catch for the out, and there's 2 away.
That was the old infield fly rule.
Had that twice in this inning.
Yeah, we have.
Next up, number 2, Gavin Rips.
Hate to tell you, but there's mosquitoes under the table.
Uh-oh.
And they're hungry.
Rips popped out to first his only time in.
See if we can get a good at
That was
bat
a
by
ball, 1-0.
Rips here. Bases loaded and 2 outs. Hate to leave him stranded.
One 0 on the way. That's a strike through there, 1-1. Rips the 9th batter to come to the plate in the inning.
Wow.
Panthers have put up a 3 spot. There's a swing and a bouncer foul back to the screen, and it's 1-2. Bases loaded, though, for the Panthers here still. Four hits in the inning for the Panthers, an error and a walk. High, 2-2. Sepulveda came in here with the bases loaded and 2 away. The 3 runs that have scored are all charged to Martinez. That's down and out, 3-2. So with a payoff pitch upcoming, the runners can go early here with 2 outs.
A good take there by Rips. He's a protected plate here.
Ready for the 3-2. Runners go. Down, he walked him.
Great take, great take.
Walked in a run, and RBI for Rips. Makes it 6-2.
Back to the top of the order.
First walk from Sepulveda issued. And this will be Davis, who's walked and reached on an error. He reached on an error earlier in this inning and scored the first run of the inning, and he swings and fouls one down the right field line. and it's 0-1. You put up a 4, but the base is still loaded. You're looking for that big blow. Oh, 1 on the way. Outside. Gets away from the catcher, but not far enough for the runners to come home.
That would have been close.
Yeah. It's 1-1. Outside corner called strike, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Down in the dirt. Pops away from the catcher, but not very far. And it's 2-2.
Newton over on third base. Doesn't know what to do because they're just in that zone where you steal or you try to score, you don't try to score. Safe, smartly staying at third because I don't think he would have had a chance of that either.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Sepulveda into the windup. Here it comes. Down low, and it's 3-2.
A lot of pitches thrown by this pitcher now.
Yeah, it's 26 pitches thrown in this inning alone. The payoff on the way. Runners go, and he walked him. Walks in another run. And here comes the coach out of the dugout. And it's 7-2 Medina Valley. And it'll bring up Wesley Stevens, who's walked and singled. He scored a run. And the coach is going to talk. I mean, he was ahead 1-2 to Rips and to Davis, and he lost both of them to walks.
Yeah. Threw a lot of pitches.
This isn't going to be a pitching change, but they're just talking some things over here.
Well,
no, it is going to be a pitching change. They're going to hand the ball over to the third baseman. Number 7, that's Aiden Garcia, or the shortstop, Aiden Garcia. Pitching change brought to you by Peerless Equipment. With that, we'll take a quick break and come back. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue here in just a moment.
With Broadway Bank, your everyday banking is fast, easy, and digital. And now you can bank local and earn $300 when you open a new free checking account online with qualifying activities. Enjoy the convenience of a Texas-based bank with lots of local financial centers and an award-winning online and mobile banking experience that lets you bank when you want. Learn more about this limited-time offer at broadway.bank/300. Minimum opening deposit is $25. Offer subject to change without notice. Terms and conditions apply. Member FDIC.
Sammy's Restaurant and Havy's Alsatian Bakery, 2 legendary landmarks in Castroville. From breakfast to delicious hometown lunch specials and more, Sammy's satisfies your taste buds with the unique flavor of Castroville. And from fresh baked breads to pies and pastries, South Texans have made Havy's Alsatian Bakery a must-to-visit since 1940. Sammy's Restaurant, online at sammysrestaurant.com. Havy's Alsatian Bakery, online at havysbakery.com.
The Medina Valley Sports Boosters are proud to support the Medina Valley Panthers. The Boosters are always looking for volunteers and new members. The MVP Boosters raise funds to support the MVISD sports and scholarship programs. Get your Panther swag at the football store located next to the concession stand. We have several items on sale. Join, volunteer, or purchase your Panther swag today at mvpboosters.com.
Welcome back here to Gerald Kemp Field as Aiden Garcia's come on to pitch for Southside. They trail 7-2, 5 runs in the inning. for the Panthers, and Wesley Stevens will stand in with the bases loaded and 2 away. So Sepulveda comes in and goes 2/3 of an inning. And the first pitch is inside for a ball, 1-0. Goes 2/3 of an innings. He allowed 5 runs. 2 of them were his. He's still responsible for the 3 on base. And there's a strike called on the outside corner, 1-1. Garcia throws with a little more velocity than the first 2 pitchers we saw from Southside. Ready for the 1-1. Here it comes. Up and in, 2-1.
Well, he backed out just in time. That was in coconut level, like you say, Jared.
2-1. Swing and a miss at a pitch down, 2-2.
Yeah, chased the low ball there, just being a little bit aggressive.
Two. Swings and bounces one to short. Slow roller, shortstop grabs, throws just in time to get him. And the side has been retired. But the Panthers get 5 runs on 4 hits. 3 walks and error mixed in, and they leave the bases loaded. And so we'll go to the 4th inning, 7-2 Medina Valley. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in a moment.
Dodson House Moving and Construction is a 4th-generation company operated by the same family for over 75 years. We do turnkey work from moving your structure, setting the foundation, and all your construction needs. Aluminum decking, concrete work, canopies, and any other need to make your project operational. From moving to construction, large or small, Dodson House Moving and Construction does it all. Located at 12939 Southwest Loop 410 in San Antonio. Give us a call at 210-628-1459.
Right now at Chevrolet's 3-time Dealer of the Year, North Park Chevrolet. Get $15,000 off MSRP and 1.9% financing on new Silverado 1500 trucks. Plus $2,250 in trade assistance cash. And $7,000 off MSRP on new Blazers. Lease a new Equinox for $299 with 0 down or buy for $23,999. Get 2.1% financing on all new Traverses. Find new roads at North Park Chevrolet. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com.
Welcome back here to Gerald Kemp Field as we go to the 4th inning, 7-2, Medina Valley leading Southside now. And Magallanes has been on the bench for a while, but now with a 5-run lead, and he'll be facing the 5, 6, 7 hitters, Martinez, Sanchez, and then Sepulveda. Martinez reached on an error his only time in, and he bounces one back to the mound. Magallanes will trot halfway to first, underhand it to Marty for the out. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Yeah, right at this point, you want to start limiting his pitches. If he can just get 1 pitch, 1 out, he can go a little bit deeper for you.
I was hoping the Panthers would deal a big blow there.
1 big base hit, a double would have cleared the bases.
Well, yeah.
We haven't had a big base hit.
We want him to score 5 more runs.
Yes, we do.
There's a strike through there, and it's 0-1. Because I'd really like to have that 10-run rule.
We like our Friday evenings, don't we?
There's a swing and a foul back to the screen. It's 0-2.
The ball low, bring the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Even though it's a 7-2 game, Cardinals playing a little bit harder than I thought they would tonight. A little bit closer game than I thought. Next pitch, curveball, just outside.
2 balls and a strike.
That should even the count it. No, it's 2-1.
2-1 on the way. Called strike 3.
Sure was.
It must have been 2-2.
Yeah, I think it was. I don't think
Yep.
I had it right on the board.
Yep, but they called him out on strikes.
Good pitch, right on the corner.
Third strikeout for Magallanes. And kicks and fires a ball, 1-0. This is Achilles Sepulveda. Sepulveda walked his only time in. No official at bat. Nobody on, 2 down. Here in the top of the 4th. That just missed, 2-0. Ready for the 2-0. Kicks and delivers. Big swing and a miss.
Threw it right past him. Good pitch of Magallanes. Still confident with the fastball. Threw it right past him.
2-1. Yeah, Sepulveda took a big hack at that too. That's down low, 3-1. You know, Blair does a good job framing the pitches, but just can't get him to throw that. Can't get him to get that call for him. Ready for the 3-1. Into the windup, the pitch on the way. That swung on and hit on the ground to Marty. At first, he'll take it to the bag, and the side has been retired. So Southside goes in order. No runs, no hits, nobody left on. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Still 7-2 Medina Valley. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we will continue in a moment.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Have you ever been in a car accident? Was your car taken to a body shop? Or maybe an impound yard? Perhaps a major repair that's too costly. Even if this happened 2 years ago, Lone Star Towing is interested in buying all junk, wrecked, and abandoned vehicles. The process of getting you paid and that vehicle out of there is quick and easy. Call Lone Star Towing today at 210-777-0585.
Welcome back here to Gerald Kemp Field as we go to the bottom of the 4th. 7-2 Medina Valley with the lead. And it's going to be the 3, 4, 5 hitters coming up. It'll be Ramirez, Stevens, and Blair. Ramirez has bounced into a fielder's choice and walked. He's 0 for 1 in the ball game. Panthers put up a 5 spot in the last inning.
Number 11, Manny Ramirez.
We'll see if they can put up some runs here in the 4th. They put up at least 1 run in every inning so far. As Garcia's first pitch is through there for a strike, 0-1. No balls and a strike, kicks and delivers. There's a swing and a shot through the hole in the left side for a base hit. Didn't hit it that hard, but he hit it in the right spot.
Yeah.
Ramirez with a base hit to start the inning.
Just like he's been doing all year. He's finding holes in the infield and the outfield and doing what he needs to do to help his team out. Good piece of hitting there by Ramirez.
Warren Stevens.
That'll bring up Warren Stevens, who struck out and popped out. He's 0 for 2. Squares to bunt.
Hit him.
Bunts it. I thought that hit him. They're going to say foul ball.
Sure sounded like that hit. It hit
Yeah.
him. It was an inside pitch.
Never hit the bat. I can tell you that.
Well,
You never even heard it.
You didn't hear metal.
Well, earlier you had a foul ball that didn't get called, and it allowed runners to move up. It actually got them their first run in the grand scheme of things.
Well, no argument on the Panther side. Let's see if they try the bunt again.
Ready for the 0-1. Runner at first base with nobody out. I don't know why you play small ball here with a 5-run lead.
Yeah. Unless you're just trying to get work in now.
Yeah. Where's the bunt? Pulls back, 1-1. No, he hasn't.
You know, Jared, that's one thing they need to work on the bunting because bunting has not been great this year.
No.
So they definitely need to work on that.
The 1-1. Squares to bunt, takes a strike through there, and it's 1-2. So a ball and 2 strikes here to Warren Stevens. Garcia ready. The 1-2 on the way, and he swings and misses, struck him out. Nice slider that time to get the strikeout, and there's 1 away.
They had some nasty side-to-side movement there.
Number 9, J.D. Blair.
Killing mosquitoes over there, Jared?
They're starting to get my ankles a little bit.
They're hungry, man. There's a bunch of them today.
I think it's your fault they're here. They came to you first.
They did. They're tearing me up.
This is J.D. Blair. He takes way down and out for a ball. Blair has been hit by a pitch and had an RBI single. He's 1 for 1. He's got a runner at first with 1 away here in the bottom of the 4th. Garcia set. 1-0 on the way. Ooh. Up and in. Almost hit him again. It's 2-0.
That was close.
Garcia stares in. He'll check on that runner at first and comes set at the belt. 2-0 to Blair. Swings and pops one up foul, out of play over to the first base side, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Blair waits. Pitch on the way. Called strike outside corner, 2-2. Ready for the 2-2. Pitch on the way. Swings and bounces one up toward the Panther dugout. It's still 2 balls and 2 strikes. To the catcher, Blair. Wind still blowing out to left. Hasn't been a real factor in this ball game yet. Two on the way. Swings and pops it up foul. He did a good job. That was a curveball, and he hung in there against it and fouled it off.
You know, we haven't seen many balls hit in the air to the outfield.
No. No, we haven't even – I think we've seen one pop fly as a sac fly earlier in the ball game for Southside. Other than that, they've all been pop-ups on the infield or line drive.
A lot of base hit line drives just out of the infield for the Panthers on both sides, really.
Ready for the 2-2 again. Here it comes. Down and out. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So ready for the 3-2, the payoff pitch upcoming. Garcia comes set. Pitch on the way. Upstairs, and he walked him.
Good at bat by Blair.
So now there's runners at first and second. It's the 5th walk of a Panther hitter in the ball game, and it'll bring up Michael Newton. Newton's grounded out, had an RBI single. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Gavadil back pinch running, first base now.
First and second, 1 away for Newton. Newton had a line drive single into center his last time up. That's in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Oh, 0-1 on the way to Newton. Swings and fouls that curveball off out of play, and it's 0-2. Marty on deck for the Panthers. Newton stares out at Garcia. 0-2 on the way. Called strike 3 over the outside corner. He got him with that breaking ball.
That was a good pitch right there. Good-looking
Yes.
curveball that broke across the plate.
2 strikeouts now for Garcia in the ball game. 4 against Panther hitting. And it'll bring up Ryan Marty with runners at first and second, now with 2 away. Marty's 1 for 2. He struck out and had an RBI single, and he takes a breaking ball inside for ball 1.
Yeah, Garcia getting confident with that curveball, throwing it quite a bit now.
On the way. Called strike over the outside corner with a fastball, and it's 1-1. On the way. Called strike again with the fastball. 1-2 to Marty. So he's gotten to where he throws that breaking ball a lot. Now Marty's looking for it, and he's thrown the fastball twice by him.
He'll get it again here.
Ready for the 1-2. Here it comes. Down in the dirt. 2-2. Ready for the 2-2. Kicks and delivers. Swing and a miss at a curveball. Had him out in front of it. 3 strikeouts now for Garcia since coming into the ball game, and the side's been retired. The Panthers get no runs on a hit and a walk, and they leave 2 more on base. And so we'll go to the 5th inning. 7-2 Medina Valley leading. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in a moment.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
There's power in the simplest of actions. Like one neighbor helping another. Where everybody looks out for everybody else. Community is everything at Medina Electric Cooperative, and we're grateful for your trust. To provide the energy you need, giving you the power to power on. Medina Electric Cooperative is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, your source for power and information.
Welcome back to Panther Baseball. We are going to the bottom of the 4th inning here. Looks like, or top of the 5th, I'm sorry. Looks like we have a pitching change. J.D. Blair is going to come from behind the plate, and he's going to go to the pitching mound, take over the pitching duties for the Panthers. And it looks like number 7, Warren Stevens, is going to go behind the plate and take the place of J.D. Blair, who was catching. So pitching J.D. Blair now, and Stevens behind the plate, and that's Warren Stevens. He was the DH earlier behind the plate. And we'll try to get the rest of that. If there's any more changes as we look around here. And the Cardinals bring the number 8 batter, the right field number 10, Joseph Aguirre, to the plate, and he'll be followed by Gabriel Benavides. So Aguirre, Benavides, and then back to the top of the order will be Azana for this inning here in the top of the 5th. Again, pitching change. J.D. Blair on the mound and Warren Stevens behind the plate for the Panthers. So it was a good game so far by Magallanes.
And so you'll get J.D. Blair into pitch.
So Aguirre steps in. First pitch by Blair on the way.
That's through there for a strike to Aguirre, who's 0 for 1. He struck out his only time in. So Magallanes goes 4 strong innings for the Panthers. Leaves with a 7-2 lead.
I'm going to call time here. I don't know what. Umpire went out to talk to Blair, and Coach Herb came out, but they're both going back now. I don't think it was something to do with the uniform, maybe something on his wrist or something. They always got to leave on. They got to take off.
0-1 swing and a miss. What a nasty breaking ball that was.
That was the old 12-6 curveball. And started out at the chest and ended up in the dirt, and a swing and a miss. He's going to talk to him again. It's that sleeve on his throwing arm. At least I think it was.
Yeah, but is the sleeve black or what? It's black. He can have that. He just can't wear white. 0-2. Called strike 3. Dropped a curveball over the outside corner.
Great pitch.
Hello, Uncle Charlie. 3-pitch strikeout for Blair as he comes into the ball game, and it'll bring up Gabriel Benavides. He's 0 for 1. He popped out to third his only time in. Nobody on, 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Curveball called strike.
Threw it again. Good pitch.
Blair into the windup. The 0-1 swing and a miss. He blew a fastball by him. And that's what happens when you can throw the curveball for the strike. You're going to blow the fastball by him because they have to adjust for the off speed. You know, if you don't throw your curveball for a strike, then they can just sit
that's
fastball,
the whole point
you know.
right there,
yeah. 0-2 on the way. Blew it by him. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. 2 down.
You know, Blair's been waiting for this moment. He's been behind the plate the whole season long just about. Gets an opportunity to get on the mound, and he's shining so far. And rightfully so. He's been doing a great job behind the plate. I mean, you got to keep him back there.
Into the windup. Here's the pitch. There's a bouncer to short. Newton up with it on 2 hops. Throws on the run low.
Great pick by Marty.
Dug out by Marty on the other end. And a 1-2-3 inning for J.D. Blair and the Panthers. So they get no runs, no hits, nobody left on. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning, and we have a reader to tell you about.
Yeah, one of our sponsors, Sunrise Restaurant, family dining at its best, in Uvalde, Texas, located at 510 West of Main Street. We're open for breakfast and lunch. On your way through town, stop in and give our mouth-watering breakfast and delicious lunch plates a try. Easy in and easy out. Panther fans will be making many trips this way in the near future, and we will, Jared, and we want to invite you to stop by. If you're in a hurry, call 830-278-6100 for to-go orders. Go Panthers, and best of luck this season.
Bush's Chicken, one of the oldest locations in Castroville, is proud to serve the Medina Valley area. Bush's Chicken has one goal: be the best. Bush's Chicken knows its success comes from loyal customers in the communities they serve. Stop by Bush's Chicken on Tuesday and get the Tender Tuesday deal, or try their buffalo fries and ask about their Panther special. It's always a hit. Bush's Chicken, 935 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call them at 830-538-2800.
Welcome back here to Gerald Kemp Field. Bottom of the 5th inning, 7-2. Medina Valley with the lead as Aiden Garcia stays on to pitch for Southside. It'll be Krieger to bat Followed by Rips and Davis. Krieger 0 for 2. He's reached on an error and popped out to second. Into the windup. First pitch to Krieger. High, 1-0. On the way. Outside, 2 balls, no strikes to Krieger to start the at-bat. 2-0. Down low, 3-0.
Now, if you're Krieger, you sit back here and watch him with a 3-0 count. Nothing to lose here.
Ready for the 3-0. Kicks and brings it. That's through there for a strike. 3-1. Krieger was taking all the way that time.
Yeah, all the way. You got 3-0 count. You're up 7-2.
There's a swing and a line drive single into center field. Base hit. Good at bat by Krieger that time as he got ahead in the count. Took a 3-1 pitch back up the middle and a leadoff single.
You know, you get a you have a 3-1 count, and as a pitcher, the last thing you want to do is give him one right down the middle, and exactly what he did. And Krieger took advantage of it and hit a base hit right up the middle.
Then he'll bring up Gavin Rips. Rips has popped out to first, and he's walked. Has an RBI in the ball game. That was a bases-loaded walk for him earlier. He's got a runner at first. Nobody out here. He's got a lot of speed. You might see him try to lay down that drag bunt he does and beat it out. Third baseman up in the grass. Squares to bunt. Pulls back. Throw down to first. Not in time. It was a strike the umpire called.
And Panthers again with a leadoff runner on first base.
He called the strike late as could be.
Yeah, he did. Leadoff batter, I meant to say. Got the leadoff batter on with nobody out.
Ready for the 0-1. Squares to bunt. Bunts it foul up the first base line. Now it's 0-2.
Tough to bunt that curveball when it's breaking outside.
When you mentioned earlier about working on bunting, a lot of these players, you see them throw their hands at it, and you can't do that. No. You have to catch the ball on the bat. That's the way to bunt. And when you start throwing your hands at it, that's why you foul the ball off a lot and pop it up.
I don't think we've gotten one bunt down this game, and we've attempted quite a few.
Ready for the 0-2. There's a swing and a foul back. Stayed alive with the breaking ball, and it's still 0-2 to Rips.
Come playoff time, you're going to need that bunt.
Yeah.
Skeeter.
They're everywhere.
They were trying to suck your face, Jared.
0-2. Swings and pops one up into left field. Left fielder coming on, and he drops it. They're going to have to throw to second, and they get the out, the force. The runner had to hold up because of the fly ball. The left fielder actually dropped it. They get the fielder's choice. It goes 7-4 for the putout.
That was a routine fly ball. He just lost it and dropped it.
Yeah. Fortunately for them, they still got the out. Runner at first now with one away, and Rips with speed. And we'll go up top with Dusty Davis.
Brady
yeah,
Prukop.
This is actually Brady Prukop, right?
Prukop's going to enter the game now. Sporting that knee brace.
So Brady Prukop will stand in.
Prukop still trying to come back from injury. Had a tough time with it. Back at the plate here. Let's see what we can do.
Prukop will dig in with a runner at first and one away. Just missed outside, 1-0.
Prukop big time in the FFA for Medina Valley. I'm not sure if he's an area officer or district officer, but doing well on the FFA side.
There's a swing and a line drive into right field for a base hit. Rips is going to stop at second base. Good strong throw in from the right fielder. First and second now with one out.
Good job by Prukop, taking that outside pitch and going with it and taking it out to right field with a line shot base hit.
Well, that might be the hardest ball that's been hit tonight.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And that'll bring up Wesley Stevens. Or are we going to get a – yep. So Stevens will stand in. He's walked, singled, and grounded out to short. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. And he takes low for a ball, 1-0. Ready for the 1-0. Garcia comes set, checks the runner. Pitch on the way. Swings and pops one up into right center. Right fielder moving over. Center fielder moves under it to make the catch for the out. The runners stay put, and there's 2 away.
That's the fly ball we've been looking for all night. We hadn't seen.
Yeah.
Not the result we wanted, but that's it.
So that'll bring up Manny Ramirez. He's reached on the fielder's choice, walked and singled. He's 1 for 2. Also scored a run. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. A breaking ball took a big hack but came up empty, and it's 0-1. What's that, about 10 you've killed, mosquitoes?
Yes, I've killed quite a few. They're like a swarm underneath this table. I almost wore jeans. I decided to wear shorts to be comfortable.
Ready for the 0-1. Swing and a miss. That breaking ball again. It's 0-2.
Ramirez should see it again here if he swung wildly through that one that time.
Oh, 2. Shoots one foul, and it's 0-2 still.
Got a piece of that curveball, and it went off the throwing hand of the catcher for Southside, so they're going to give him a couple seconds to work that out. Looks like the coach is going to come out and look at his fingers. It hit him right in the hand. We're going to give him a few more seconds.
I don't want that.
God, that's another one I just killed. If I get quiet over here, that means they carried me away. There's so many mosquitoes here.
Everyone sitting in the stands is probably, the wind's probably keeping them away from everybody. But down here, behind this backstop in this wall, there's no wind.
I'm going to ask that last one that got me if I'm still low positive.
Ready for the 0-2. Called strike 3. On the outside corner, throw down.
Doesn't matter.
They get the strikeout, and the side's been retired. So, 4th strikeout for Garcia. The Panthers get no runs on 2 hits, and they leave 2 more on base. That's 8 left on base now for the Panthers in the ballgame. We'll go to the 6th inning, 7-2 Medina Valley. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue.
Dotson House Moving and Construction is a 4th-generation company operated by the same family for over 75 years. We do turnkey work from moving your structure, setting the foundation, and all your construction needs. Aluminum decking, concrete work, canopies, and any other need to make your project operational. From moving to construction, large or small, Dotson House Moving and Construction does it all. Located at 12939 Southwest Loop 410 in San Antonio. Give us a call at 210-628-1459.
Right now at Chevrolet's 3-time Dealer of the Year, North Park Chevrolet. Get $15,000 off MSRP and 1.9% financing on new Silverado 1500 trucks. Plus $2,250 in trade assistance cash. And $7,000 off MSRP on new Blazers. Lease a new Equinox for $299 with 0 down or buy for $23,999. Get 2.1% financing on all new Traverses. Find new roads at North Park Chevrolet. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com.
Welcome back to Panther Baseball. We are going to the top of the 6th inning. Cardinals will have at the plate the start at the top of the order. Villazana, Garcia, and Jaramillo will come to the plate for the Cardinals. A little bit longer between innings. Looks like one of the Panther outfielders got hurt in warm-ups. They're trying to get him off the field now as we speak. Not sure who that is, but they're actually helping him off field. Had the trainer go out there and take a look at him. So that's not good. In the meantime, J.D. Blair got his warm-up throws in. J.D. had a strong inning last inning, the 5th. Had 2 strikeouts. I think that's Gavin Rips that they're helping off the field. So they'll have a replacement out there for him in center field. So as Rips exits the field, J.D. Blair will toe the mound again for the Panthers. See if we can have another strong inning here with a 7-2 lead here in the top of the 6th. So actually it's Aiden Garcia that's at the plate for the Cardinals, the shortstop. He is grounded at shortstop, and he has gotten on a fielder's choice. First pitch to him is going to be outside, on the outside corner rather, for strike 1. Blair working quick from the windup. Next pitch is on the way. It's going to curveball. It's going to stay high for ball 1, so leaving the count at 1-1. One pitch to Garcia is on the way. Curveball swung on, ground ball to shortstop, fielded by Newton, thrown over to first base, and not quite picked by Marty, so he's going to be safe on the short hop. That was a throw by Newton. It's probably going to end up being a error on the shortstop. So Garcia reaches first safely on the E6, and that'll bring to the plate number 15, Paul Jaramillo, who is reached first base but thrown out at second. He attempted to take an extra base and a base hit so far. So with a runner at first, Blair pitching from the stretch now, checking his runner. First pitch on the way. It's going to be just outside for ball 1.
That was a straight changeup that time he threw.
Had some drop to it. Started out looking real good and dropped out of the strike zone.
Runner goes. Throw down's a good one. Put it on him, and he's safe. Oh, I thought they had him.
That was a good throw by Stevens. Put it in the right spot. Just there late.
Yeah, good throw by Stevens. I mean, he couldn't do anything more. Jaramillo waiting on the 2-0. Pitch from Blair. Oh. I mean, where's that pitch?
Cardinals now with a runner in scoring position.
3-0.
And a 3-0 count, yeah.
Strike called. That pitch looked worse than the one before, and he called it a strike.
That one I thought was borderline outside. Jaramillo was halfway down the baseline, had to call him back.
Ready for the 3-1. Laid off of the breaking ball in the dirt, and it'll be a walk. Throw down to third. Oh.
Stevens got.
And he's out. I don't know if he came off the bag or what.
Stevens got hurt on that play.
Yeah, he did.
That's why he didn't throw it down the third.
Well, yeah, he was walking it off because something happened there, and the runner was going. He managed to throw it down. Somehow they get the out at third base. The coach for Southside's mad. He was right there on top of it. I don't know if they're saying Garcia popped off the bag because initially he was safe, but he came off the bag.
Because it was a late throw. He came off the base, kept the tag on him. So they got him called out. So there's one out. And I think on the short hop, Stevens caught that ball maybe
it looks like in the throat
that's
or on
what
the
that's what I'm thinking.
right ear off the jaw or in the throat.
Between the chest protector and the mask, somewhere in that area on the bounce. Looks like he's going to be okay, though. But it's the last thing the Panthers need is another injury on a game that really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They've already got Rips in the dugout.
Is he the one that got injured in center earlier?
They had to carry him off.
Oh.
So it looked like he'd be okay and stay in the game, but they're going to give him a few more seconds. Yeah, he caught one in the throat.
Yep.
And
there's that area, so you've got the mask that extends down below your chin, and the chest protector's there. And normally your chin's not up as a player, but if it bounces, sometimes that ball will get up under there, and those.
Yeah, you're right, and that's the drawback of a curveball in the dirt.
And it's not just the ball that hurts; it's the laces on the ball. They can cut you. I mean, when they spin, they're raised up, and they don't feel good.
No, they don't feel
good. That spin really.
You have a cockeyed spin, and you don't know how it's going to come up off the ground when it spikes into the ground like that and ricochets back up.
1-0 to Abrego.
But he made the throw and got the out.
Yes, he did. There's a swing and a miss, a fastball, blew it by him. So there's one away and a runner at first here in the top of the 6th. Waiting on the 1-1. It's on the way. There's a strike called, 1-2.
Good job framing the pitch by Stevens to get the call. That helped a lot.
A lot of come-on blues from the Southside side over there.
Give him credit for the framing because I was a little low and he brought it up back up into the strike zone. Sold the pitch.
I mean, I'm sorry, but that is a strike. He hasn't called it much tonight, but that's a strike.
Yeah. In high school it is.
Yeah.
Or should be.
Ready for the 1-2. Swings and fouls that curveball off to stay alive.
He's doing a good job throwing that curveball for strikes. No doubt about it.
Well, now you've made him think about it. Now you either bury the curveball or you come with the fastball up.
Well, I don't know if you want to bury the curveball to your pitcher, your catcher who just took one in the throat.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're thinking about getting out.
Throw one at neck high. Make him a high fastball.
Ready for the 1-2. Here it comes. It was a fastball, but that one was right at the belt, and he fouls it off, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, he's probably wishing he had that pitch back. Blair doing a good job throwing strikes.
Waiting on the 1-2. Pitch on the way. Slaps it to Marty at first. He's up with it. Throws it to second. 1 to first. Not going to get there. And it goes into the dugout, so he'll get second base. So it's going to go 3-6 for the put out on the fielder's choice. An E6 on Newton for throwing it in the dugout because that allows the runner to get to second base. And there's 2 away with a runner at second.
Yeah, a lot going on there in that play.
When you've got Blair trying to get over to cover the bag to get that rare little 3-6-1 double play.
Good heads-up play by Marty at first base to know that he had time to get the lead runner at second.
Pitch on the way. Strike called to Martinez. And it's 0-1. Martinez has reached on an error and grounded out to the pitcher. He's 0 for 2. Runner at second with 2 away. Here's the pitch, a curveball up the middle. Newton plays it, throws, got him. Good play by Newton, having to range all the way to the bag to make that play. Throws on to first for the out, and the side's retired, so they get no runs on no hits, a walk in an error, and they leave 1 on base. And we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Still 7-2 Medina Valley. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in a moment.
Peerless Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Have you ever been in a car accident? Was your car taken to a body shop? Or maybe an impound yard? Perhaps a major repair that's too costly. Even if this happened 2 years ago, Lone Star Towing is interested in buying all junk, wrecked, and abandoned vehicles. The process of getting you paid and that vehicle out of there is quick and easy. Call Lone Star Towing today at 210-777-0585.
Welcome back here to Gerald Kemp Field as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Panthers lead 7-2.
Jared, you won district already. You got a couple games you got to finish up. This one and Eagle Pass, but you can start looking ahead. Typically Panthers move over in playoffs, play the neighboring district in San Antonio, and that's District 27 5A. And that's right now leading that district is Alamo Heights, followed by MacArthur, and in third place right now is Edison. So vying for the 4th spot, I think, is Burbank and Brackenridge. So depending on how things go tonight and next week for that district, Panthers should be looking at playing either Burbank or Brackenridge in the first round of the playoffs.
Played Burbank last year, and that was an exciting series.
Yes, to say the least.
Yeah. I mean, it was a circus.
Yep.
Ejections left and right.
Absolutely.
Fans mainly there at their stadium.
Colton Pargus in the game now, Jared.
And Pargus takes a ball.
Finally get to see a lefty here for the Panthers.
And he's the sophomore, correct? He's the younger.
He's the older.
He's the older.
He's the senior.
Okay.
Logan, I believe, is the younger one. I may have it backwards.
There's a strike through there.
Yeah, this is Colton.
Okay.
We got a pair of Parguses and a pair of Stevens. And a pair of Rips, as a matter of fact.
There's a swing and a foul tip in the catcher's mitt, and it's 1-2. Waiting on the 1-2. Garcia ready. Pitch on the way. In the dirt, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes here to Pargus, and that pitch is low, 3-2.
And this is the last home game, so it was Parents' Night, and I believe Senior Night also.
Yep.
Recognizing all the seniors, and Colton Pargus is one of them here.
3-2. Walked him.
Good take by Pargus.
Thought about it, laid off.
Now batting number 9, J.D. Clare.
Let's see what they do now with Pargus at first base, if they can run him here or not. Maybe something that they want to look at.
That's high a ball, 1-0. There's a swing and a bouncer up the middle. Shortstop has it, and they screwed that play up. The shortstop was moving toward the bag, and instead of just stepping on the bag for the force out, he tried to short arm it to the second baseman coming across, dropped it, and nobody's out.
Well, and he was like 5 feet away, and he threw it overhand. So
yeah, I mean,
you couldn't see the ball.
Yeah,
you can't. That's why they tell you to throw the ball underhand when you're that close, and he didn't.
Well,
do
I think it surprised him because I think Martinez was just going to step on the bag, but then the second baseman was right there.
Brody Rips On to pinch run for Blair. Off the base hit. No, that's an error.
Yeah, that's an E6.
And that's number 4, Logan Pargas. Coming to the plate here.
So Logan Pargas, right-hand batter, swings and pops it up right side. First baseman giving chase, and he slides and makes the catch about 3/4 of the way down the line at first, and there's one out.
Now batting number 5, Ryan Marty.
That'll bring up Ryan Marty. Marty in the ball game is 1 for 3. He struck out twice and had an RBI single. First and second, one away. And he takes a strike with a curveball over the inside corner, and it's 0-1. There's a foul ball, and it's 0-2. There's a swing and a bouncer foul up the first base line. He'll stay alive, and we'll do it again at 0-2.
Curveball, cued that curveball off the end of the bat. Down the first base line there, just foul. This game's starting to drag a little bit here, Jared.
Yep. Pitch on the way inside. That hit him.
Hit him in the foot, the back foot. Hit by pitch, sponsored by Hazel Russell State Farm Agent. Thanks to the State Farm Agency of Hazel Russell for sponsoring the hit by pitches this season. So J.J. Gonzalez is going to step up to the plate now, Jared. J.J. going to be batting for Krieger.
The first hit batsman by Garcia in the ball game, second for a Panther hitter. And Gonzalez will step in with the bases loaded and one away.
Jared, I think I've killed all the mosquitoes, but nope, there was still one more.
Nice.
He sucked a pint out of me right there. I got blood all over my hand. Jeez. Thought they were done. Thought I killed them all.
And Gonzalez stands in here, waving that bat around. Pitch on the way. Is a strike through there, and it's 0-1.
Tough pitch there, right at the knees, or a little lower than the knees. Not a bad take by Gonzalez.
That's down and out, 1-1. There's a swing and a foul over to the dugout. Fortunately, hit that wall there and almost got in there.
It was about 2 inches from getting in that dugout, and it was a line shot.
1-2.
A lot of those Cardinal players are hanging over that edge, and it just did not get in that dugout. About 2 inches higher, and someone been hurt.
Ready for the 1-2. Kicks and delivers. That's outside, 2-2. To J.J. Gonzalez. Two on the way. Low, 3-2. So a payoff pitch upcoming. Bases loaded, one out.
Is this the third pitcher so far for the Cardinals? I believe it is.
Yep.
I don't see anyone else warming up for him.
Payoff on the way. Swings and fouls one off the catcher, and we'll do it again at 3-2. Getting ready for another 3-2. As Gonzalez climbs back up in there. Pitch on the way. Called strike 3 over the outside corner. He froze him. 5th strikeout by Aiden Garcia, and there's 2 away.
Oh, the coach going out for the Cardinals. He was struggling a little bit, and just a couple pitches ago, the coach asked him if he was doing okay, and he kind of shook off the coach, but coach back out there checking to see how he's doing. I don't know, they may do a pitching change here.
Well, you know, there's 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. The bases are loaded. He might just kind of want to talk to his infield and say, look, get the out. We're going to have a...
Either way, we're going to have another pinch batter.
Yep.
Gavadale's going to come up to the plate for the Panthers. Looks like they're going to leave him out there to pitch as the coach walks back to the dugout.
So Gavadale will stand in.
Number 13, Noah Gavadale.
Bases loaded, 2 down. Face Garcia. Pitch on the way. Strike called on the outside corner. Garcia comes set. 0-1 on the way. Swings and fouls it back into the screen, and it's 0-2. Two on the way. Called strike. No.
He's been all over the place, Jared.
That was strike 3. I mean, fortunately, Gavadale doesn't get rung up, but it.
Unfortunately for us, we got to wait till he calls it before.
Yeah,
I
mean,
golly.
it's 1-2 now, but that was a good pitch. There, he got him. Strike 3 on a pitch that was probably outside. I think that was a makeup call. But Gavadale strikes out, looking to end the inning. The Panthers load the bases, but they leave them loaded. 11 left on for the Panthers tonight. And we'll go to the 7th inning. The Panthers need 3 outs to win the ball game and keep their undefeated streak in district alive. You're listening to Panther Baseball, brought to you by Dotson House Moving and Construction and North Park Chevrolet, and we'll continue in just a moment.
Dotson House Moving and Construction is a 4th-generation company operated by the same family for over 75 years. We do turnkey work from moving your structure, setting the foundation, and all your construction needs. Aluminum decking, concrete work, canopies, and any other need to make your project operational. From moving to construction, large or small, Dotson House Moving and Construction does it all. Located at 12939 Southwest Loop 410 in San Antonio. Give us a call at 210-628-1459.
Right now at Chevrolet's 3-time Dealer of the Year, North Park Chevrolet. Get $15,000 off MSRP and 1.9% financing on new Silverado 1500 trucks, plus $2,250 in trade assistance cash, and $7,000 off MSRP on new Blazers. Lease a new Equinox for $299 with 0 down, or buy for $23,999. Get 2.1% financing on all new Traverses. Find new roads at North Park Chevrolet. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com.
Welcome back here to Gerald Kemp Field as we go to the 7th. Medina Valley with a 7-2 lead. They need 3 outs to win it here, and Wesley Stevens goes to the hill to pitch. Blair will go back behind the plate. You got Colton Pargas over at third base now for the Panthers. For Southside, it'll be the 6, 7, 8 hitters due up.
You have Logan Pargas at shortstop. You still have Marty over at first, and you still have Davis at second base.
See if we can get 3 outs here and get this one won and in the books.
In the books.
Last game to mention will be next week, Friday at Eagle Pass. Win. Don't think we'll be doing that game. I know I won't be going.
We're thinking about it. Not sure if it's going to happen or not. Looks like Cole Hollis out in left field, getting an opportunity to play. Yeah, we need to get this game over because I do not have much blood left in my body.
Well, we don't want any more injuries.
No, we don't.
This will be Leo Sanchez to stand in. He's had a sac fly and a strikeout. He's driven in a run. He's 0 for 1. As Blair will head back behind the dish from the mound. And Stevens is ready to get going here in the 7th. It's Sanchez, then Sepulveda, and Aguirre due up. And Stevens into the windup. His first pitch is swung on and bounced to short. Shortstop up with it, throws on the run, picked out by Marty at first, and there's one away.
Good play on both ends. Logan Pargas coming hard to get that ball, throwing it on the run. And a good pick by Ryan Marty at first base to get the out. Good team effort right there.
1 pitch, 1 out here in the 7th. He's had to do that a few times. He saved some errors over there.
He absolutely has had some good defensive plays over at first base.
So Stevens will face Sepulveda now. He's walked and grounded out. He's 0 for 1. There's a strike through there, 0 and 1. Here comes the 0-1 from Stevens.
Ooh.
I mean, he couldn't have got any closer.
I mean, that was a good pitch right there. Didn't get the call. Good-looking curveball.
I think it fooled the umpire.
I think so, too.
1 and 1. That's down and out. 2 and 1. I mean, to miss calls like that, instead of it being 1 and 2, it's a 2-1 count.
Looks like Gavidel out in center field. Jared taking over for Rips.
The 2-1.
There's
a strike with a curveball. 2 and 2. Two on the way. Swings and fouls it into the screen. Two from Stevens on the way to Sepulveda. Down low, 3 and 2. 1 out here in the 7th. Need 2 more to get this win and keep that undefeated district run alive. And there's a line drive into right field for a base hit.
Cardinals not ready to give up yet.
No, Sepulveda with a opposite field single.
And that's J.J. Gonzalez in right field. Fielded that ball and got it in quickly. Gonzalez now into the game in right field.
That'll bring up Aguirre. That's only their second hit of the ball game. Aguirre is struck out looking twice. He's 0 for 2. Runner at first with one away.
New Jerry, we're going into the
just
fourth.
Missed.
We're going into the fourth inning without any run scored by either team.
Yep. Yeah, the Panthers put up that 5 spot, and since then, when they brought Garcia into the ball game, he pitched well. Had some traffic on the base pass, but managed to navigate through it. That's 2-0. Is that pitch missed outside?
You know, we talked about the Eagle Pass game coming up next week. You know, not a whole lot at stake in that game other than trying to go undefeated in district.
Yep. There's a strike, 2-1.
Which I know you'd like to see happen because it's been a long time since Medina Valley's gone undefeated in district.
Well, yeah, and you don't want to lose your last game going into the playoffs.
No, absolutely.
You know?
Correct. Good point.
2-1. Outside corner, called strike, 2-2.
And then on the other hand, you want to get some of these, especially this is a very heavy senior team. You want to get some of the seniors that don't get a whole lot of playing time, maybe get them into the game, get them some quality innings.
Ready for the 2-2. Here it comes. Called strike 3 over the outside corner, and there's 2 away. So Aguirre with the hat trick, struck out looking all 3 times tonight.
Wow.
And that'll bring up Benavides, who's popped out to third and struck out. He's 0 for 2. He's got a runner at first with 2 away, and he's Southside's last hope at the moment. Outside ball 1. Low, 2-0. Two balls and no strikes. Stevens comes set. Here's the pitch. That's a strike, and it's 2-1. Called strike outside corner. Top of the order. Villazzano waiting on deck over to the right side here for Southside. Stevens with the 2-1. Curveball, he buckled his knees, and he just missed inside.
Had a huge break to it. It had the batter backing out and almost came back in for a strike just
3
inside.
3-1. That was a good pitch. Three-one on the way. Called strike, 3-2. He threw the bat. He thought he had a walk.
Again, it took him forever to make that call.
Yeah.
I mean, he thinks he's a ball, so he's taking off the first base, trying to sell it.
Benavides has to come back for a payoff pitch. The runner at first can go with 2 away. Stevens trying to end the ball game. Ready for the 3-2 as he stares in. Checks on the runner at first and comes set. 3-2 on the way. Runner goes. Called strike 3 over the outside corner, and that is the ball game as Stevens navigates through a 1-out single, and he's left on base. And so Medina Valley wins it 7-2 is your final score. The Panthers stay undefeated in district play. We'll take one quick break, and then we'll come back with the final totals. And to wrap things up, you're listening to Panther Baseball, and we will continue in just a moment.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
We're back here at Gerald Kemp Field, and your final score, Medina Valley 7, Southside 2. The Panthers stay undefeated in district play. Final totals look like this for Southside. They get 2 runs on 2 hits. They commit 2 errors in the ball game, and they leave 2. on base. The loss goes to Martinez. For the Panthers, they get 7 runs on 7 hits. They commit 4 errors in the ball game. They left 11 on base. Big number for the Panthers, leaving 11 on base
That's
tonight.
huge.
The win goes to Magallanes, who pitched well for Medina Valley, went 4 strong innings for the Panthers, and did a good job tonight navigating through some trouble early in the ball game. He had some base runners. Southside had a chance to really go ahead in a 2-2 game. He got a huge double play to end the inning when they could have got some runs and got ahead of Medina Valley and really put the pressure on them, and he did a good job on the hill tonight. And I think, Dwayne, he's got to be your probably your player of the game.
Yeah, he is a player of the game along with the rest of the pitching
Yeah.
staff. I mean, they threw a 2-hitter or 3-hitter?
Yeah, 2.
A 2-hitter.
I mean, J.D. Blair pitched well.
It's been all season. The pitching has been outstanding all season. So, I mean, so you got to give it to the pitching staff, and Magallanes, took the lead on that. Medina Valley moves to a perfect 13-0 in district play overall, now 21-3-2. Southside will move to 4-9 in district play, which pretty much puts them out of the playoff picture.
Yep. Yeah, no, they're eliminated with this loss here tonight. And so the Panthers, 13-0 in district. They'll have 1 game left next Friday at Eagle Pass. Win. Not sure if we're going to broadcast that or not yet, but we'll let you know as the week progresses. The Panthers have already wrapped up the district title. So just playing to try to keep that perfect record going, and basically a tune-up game going into the playoffs the next week against either Burbank or maybe Edison or one of those teams there.
Yeah, and hopefully we can get some of those other players into the game. You don't want them to you don't want any injuries. You want to get them in the game.
Exactly.
And it looks like Gavin Rips is up and walking around, so hopefully it's not too bad. He's out celebrating with his teammates, so wish him the best, and hopefully he'll be back to play. Maybe he can take next Friday off and be ready for the playoffs.
Yeah, hopefully so. So I'd like to take the chance to thank the sponsors. As always, thank you all for making it possible to bring you these games here on the Medina Valley Broadcast Network, because without y'all, these games would not be possible. Your final score here tonight, Medina Valley 7, Southside 2. For the Medina Valley Broadcast Network, for Dwayne Garza, I'm Jared Lucky saying good night, God bless, and we will see you next time when Panther Baseball continues.